give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. I'm going to say Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. Water Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that we will. Salutations to all the Akim out here, risking their life for this truth. Respected birds, women, and children just listening and learning. And say Shalom. Coming at you again today, man. Talking about the mark of the beast, man. And right now, you know what I'm saying, they talking about wearables, but you know, it all kicked off with the so-called credit cards and debit cards with the so-called chip thing. You know what I'm saying? That's where you got the chip, Then it went to your phone. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying, you can scan with your phone, the digital phone thing. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, all these things, all this digital stuff that they doing is ultimately to bring in the implant. You know what I'm saying? Where it's gonna be inside of you. You know what I'm saying? This RFID chip. So that's the ultimate goal, man. So let's look at this video real quick, then I'm gonna come back with some scriptures.
So there is a lot of talk about biometrics coming at us full swing right now, guys. You had RFK a few weeks ago talking about how biometrics wearables were going to be needed here. Very soon, that everyone in the United States was going to need one. Mexico just came out and actually announced that their whole country is going biometrics. You have the UN that is meeting in September, right around the Feast of Trumpets, when everyone's talking about all these very spiritual events that could be taking place, like the rapture. They will be passing the global biometrics agreement. 193 countries have already signed on. You only need 80% of the vote. They've already got the 80%. Trump had already said that during his campaign, by land, air, and sea, that biometrics were going to be brought into the country. Social media sites are now going to require it starting August 13th. They're going to want your real IDs uploaded, and they're going to use biometrics to make sure that you are who you say you are. Let's see, cryptocurrency, all that's going to be tied into it, guys. I've told you they're going to, make some people rich, and then they're going to tell them, hey, you can't spend your money unless you comply a certain way. This is all happening right before, like I said, right before the September meetings. And I've always said that the way that they will really get people to comply is another scenario like from a few years ago, where people are afraid for their health or afraid for their children, things like they will use fear. So there is something coming, guys. There's something on the way that is going to shift the energy into a state of fear that are going to get people to comply. They're either going to bribe you or they're going to fear you. It's one or the other. They're going to bribe you with crypto, or they're going to fear you with child trafficking, another virus in the air, alien threat coming in, right? There's this big talk about this alien threat coming in, and maybe they're going to have to make sure that you're really human, that, you're not one of these aliens. Whatever it is that they're about to unleash, guys, you need to be ready. You need to be aware that biometrics is the line in the sand. You're not going to allow them full control over you, your identity, your health, your finances. No, that's where you draw the line. We've always been in a version of the beast system, guys, but now they're taking it to the next level. They're taking it to where the wheat is going to be separated from the tare. You are finally going to make your decision. Are you going to participate willingly in this system, or are you going to stand your ground? That's where we're at, guys. Some recommendations: get some food, water, communications, guys. Get some cash on hand.
All right, so really what he's telling you to get is what's coming to America. Basically, the only way to prepare for it, man, is you gotta have Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You gotta have the Lord. Really, that's the only way you're gonna get through this, man. That's the only thing that can truly prepare you for what's to come. All right, it's just being being right and being right with how about Shema shot. You can buy all the stuff that you want. You can stock on this, food, water, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? If the Lord ain't with you, ain't nothing that's gonna mean anything, man. Because for one, you got to be at home when the shit kick off. How many people's gonna be at home at that time? And two, you might get put to death. You might not make it to whatever you got your storage place or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And at that, where you going, where you got things stored, you might get killed. Let me get this scripture. This is Daniel 12:1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince who is standing for the children of thy people, and there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that should be found written in the book." All right? So when all this going on, right, at the same time, simultaneously, all this stuff is coming down, the famine, all these things that's going on, you know what I'm saying? But the elect is going to trust on the Yahweh Shem Shah. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time for that fire, you know what I'm saying? So when those chariots show up, hey, the elect gonna be get beamed up, right? While the Lord's gonna be punishing the wicked, 2/3 of our people, and that's just plain and simple, right there. But like the scriptures say, how it go? Hold on, let me see if I can find the scripture real quick. Hold on, so I can. Give me a second. City shall fall by the sword. Find the scripture. No, right. Even. That's right. Okay, this is Ezekiel 7:15. It says, "The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him." Yeah, right. So if you in these high population cities, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna die by famine and pestilence and the sickness because it's a highly populated area. So sickness gonna be able to really spread real fast. But if you in the field, hey, you got to worry about niggas that's busting your door in and taking your stuff, man. Hey, cause it's gonna be people out here that's gonna get out these cities. Trust me. In the row houses and stuff like that, and them gonna be targets, farms and farmlands. You don't want to be in no farmhouse with a bunch of land and all that shit. Just sticking out like a sore thumb, man, on the side of the highway, man. People gonna get out them cars and come to them places, boy. Yeah. You gonna be like that's like a goddamn grocery store, a farmhouse with all that stuff and all that land and everything like that. And people's driving past on the highway. They starving, man. These people's pulling over. They coming to them places, man. Right? Let me get this scripture right quick. This is Revelations 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, man. All right? This is over with. This a wrap, man. Ain't nothing gonna prosper in this society no more. This shit is a wrap. Those who thinking, oh, we gonna have a good time, now this shit over with, man. They really pushing their agenda right now because they know that it's a wrap. It's over. And this is the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? So we should be happy right now that the things that they're pushing right now, these wearables and, and all these other things, eventually it's going to be implantables, right? It's going to be implanted. Because that's our salvation, right? The chaos that comes when they bring, when they bring the chaos, that's our salvation, man. Literally. Got this, this is Revelations 13, and I'm going to start at 16. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save ye that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So, hey, if you ain't dealing with Esau shit and accept his things that he got, well, if you don't receive the wearable or the mark, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. First it was cash is king. Now guess what? Everything digital. And then the next thing, what? Hey, you got that? You got that implant? You need to have it. If you don't have it, guess what? You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the new money, man. That implant that they have in you. So if you ain't willing to take that implant, guess what? You ain't gonna be able to buy, sell, trade. You're not gonna be able to do any of these things, man. And we know a lot of you people are going to take that trip. Why? Because you ain't gonna want to starve to death. You ain't gonna want to see your children starve to death for any of these things. So we know that majority of our people, 2/3, a lot of them will take this trip. With the elect, we ain't gonna take this trip. And with that, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. I'm going to say Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Bob, Shalom.